Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2019 Lexus GS 350 F Sport, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Many luxury automakers highlight their sedan's performance capabilities to attract attention. But what if you simply want a comfortable upscale sedan without the theatrics or sticker shock? Enter the 2019 Lexus GS 350 F Sport. The V6 engine in the 2019 Lexus GS 350 F Sport isn't a powerhouse, but it's responsive, it sounds good, and is available in all-wheel drive version for those who want extra traction in wet weather conditions. As you can see, the 2019 Lexus GS does come in a GS 300, and they do an F Sport version of that. And then it also comes in the GS 350, and the GS 350 also gets an F Sport. We like the GS 350, so we're not really paying any attention to the GS 300 and its F Sport. So, with that said, the GS 350 comes in two main versions, the base and the F Sport. Both come with that 3.5 liter V6. It makes 311 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. It's made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Rear-wheel drive is standard. All-wheel drive is optional. But it comes with a 6-speed automatic if you get the all-wheel drive instead of the 8-speed automatic. The F Sport version of the GS 350 really is just a upscale version of the base model GS, so it's worth noting what the standard features are for the 2019 GS 350. So standard equipment on the base GS 350 includes 18-inch wheels, LED headlights, a sunroof, ambient LED cabin lighting, keyless ignition and entry, dual zone automatic climate control, power adjustable front seats that's heated and ventilated, leather upholstery, driver seat memory settings, a power adjustable steering wheel, and a power rear sunshade. Now, standard tech content includes Bluetooth, the remote touch infotainment interface, a navigation system, voice controls, smartphone app integration, a 12.3-inch display screen, and a 12-speaker sound system. Various driver safety aids include blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and the Lexus safety system, and a suite of advanced active safety features. Those are also included. Now, note that on the all-wheel drive GS 350, leather upholstery is optional by the way of the premium package, which also includes heated and ventilated front seats and a power rear sunshade. Now let's talk about what the 2019 Lexus GS 350 F Sport comes with. Well, if you get it in rear-wheel drive, it has a starting price of $52,610. If you get it with all-wheel drive, which I think I'm interested in, the starting price on that is $54,355. Now, the F Sport ups the ante on the handling with 19-inch wheels with summer performance tires, a sport-tuned adaptive suspension, and bigger front brakes. It offers the option of four-wheel steering or a limited slip rear differential. The F Sport has more aggressive front and rear bumper and grille styling, power sport seats, and different interior trim pieces. All-wheel drive is available, but it's not quite as sporty and doesn't have the option for four-wheel steering or the limited slip rear differential. On all 2019 Lexus GS 350s, F Sport or otherwise, key standalone options include parking sensors, a premium Mark Levinson sound system, and a power-operated trunk opener. While you can get a base model GS 300 or get a little sportier GS 300 F Sport, or you can even get the GS 350, I say get the GS 350 F Sport version. It's sportier suspension, the brakes, the styling. Those are all appealing upgrades. They're well suited for the 350's power, and I think it's probably wasted on a less powerful 300, the GS 300. If you're really committed to sports driving, you could add a rear steering handling system, long as you don't get all-wheel drive, a Torsen limited slip rear differential, and low-profile 19-inch wheels and tires. That optional Mark Levinson sound system, if you watch this channel, you know I'm into the upgraded stereos. Well, that sounds pretty interesting too. TOO as in also. Okay, let's get into this build and price review of the 2019 Lexus GS 350 F Sport. That's what we're going to focus on. Has a starting price of $52,610. Real quick, let's talk about a competitor for the 2019 Lexus GS 350. I just recently did it. It's the 2019 Infiniti Q50 Red Sport 400 all-wheel drive. That's a honey of a car right there. If you're interested in that direct competitor to this car, I'm going to go ahead and put a link up in the corner right now. Okay, let's check the exterior colors for the F Sport for 2019. Let's see what colors they offer. This color here that we've been looking at really is ultra white. That color is ultra white. We've got a liquid platinum. There's atomic silver. There's smoky granite mica or mica. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. Caviar, which is black. Obsidian, which is a different shade of black. There's matador red. And then there's the ultrasonic blue as well. So we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different exterior colors for the 2019 Lexus GS F Sport. Let's go through the gallery for the Lexus GS, right? It's a luxury sedan. Not all these photos are going to be F Sport photos, but that's okay, right? The F Sport, yeah, they do change the bumpers, but it's not so aggressively different, right, that we can't tell the car apart. So I don't think we need to worry about that. Looks beautiful. This is, well, they do at least give you a prelude, right? They say, next, the GS F Sport. Here's the interior of that, and it looks quite gorgeous. It's got the digital speedometer there. It's got the chrome aluminum pedals. It's got some nicely bolstered leather trimmed seats. It's very nice. Here's a shot of the GS's interior, which, hey, you might be interested in this. You could be watching this video, and even though I'm doing the GSF Sport, you might be interested in the GS 300 for all I know. Here's another shot of the F Sport. It looks pretty nice in white. You know what? In all honesty, I don't care if it comes with a limited slip differential or any of that. To be honest with you, how fast are you going to go? How sporty do you really think you're going to be, honestly? So give me the all-wheel drive version. And I'll probably be fine with that. These pedals are very nice. These are the pedals that come in the F Sport, these aluminum pedals. Here's your other dead pedal over there. Pretty nice. Here's a nice front shot of the GS. Here's a nice interior shot of the GS interior in leather trim. Here's the instrument gauge cluster on the GS F Sport. It's very nice. I like it. There's a shot of the GS. Yeah, I think we went through all the photos. Okay, let's move on. Let's actually check the specs for the 2019 Lexus GS 350 F Sport all-wheel drive. It's a V6. That V6 happens to be a 3.5 liter, and it makes 311 horsepower, as you already know. Other things are, well, it's got a variable valve timing. It's got an ultra-low emission vehicle. It makes 280 pound-feet of torque at 4,800 RPM, and it's got 11.8 to 1 compression ratio. For those of you who are into that kind of thing, I won't get into explaining it. Let's see. Let's talk fuel economy. Fuel economy is 19 miles to the gallon in the city, 26 miles to the gallon on the highway, and mixed driving, you're looking at 21 miles to the gallon for an all-wheel drive 2019 Lexus GS F Sport. The F Sport in the 350 trim does a 0 to 60 in what I think is a respectable 5.8 seconds. It's got a top speed of 130 miles an hour, and it's got a pretty low aerodynamic drag of 0.27. That's a pretty low aerodynamic drag. This thing's pretty slippery through the wind. Here's a nice shot of the chassis for the 2019 GS 350 F Sport all-wheel drive. It looks nice. It's got F Sport tuned suspension, tuned front suspension and rear suspension. There's big 13.1 inch ventilated front disc brakes. They're 2-piston. You got 12.2 inch ventilated brakes out back. It's a single piston. Your braking system is, obviously it's power assist braking, 4-wheel discs. You got anti-lock brakes, and you got the electronic brake force distribution and a brake assist. The standard wheels are 19-inch wheels. They're 235/40 19s all the way around. You got electronic power steering, right? 2.5, almost 3 complete turns for a full lock-to-lock, wheel-to-wheel. For the transmission, remember, the 8-speed transmission is a standard fare, but only on the rear-wheel drive. You get a 6-speed transmission when you get all-wheel drive. So that's what the GS 350 F Sport comes with. Here's a few dimensions. This vehicle is 192.1 inches wide. It's 72.4 inches. I'm sorry. It's 192.1 inches long. It's 72.4 inches wide. It's 57.9 inches tall, and the wheelbase 112.2 inches. Here's some other notable specs. It's a 5-passenger luxury sedan. Its construction is a welded steel unibody. Trunk capacity is 18.4 cubic feet. Curb weight is 3,891 pounds this vehicle weighs. Headroom in the front is 38 inches. Headroom in the back is 37.8 inches. You don't lose much. Legroom in the front, 42.5 inches. Legroom in the back, 36.8 inches. Shoulder room in the front, 57.3. In the back, 55.7. Hip room in the front, 54.5, which is about as much as a BMW X1, which is not saying much. And hip room in the back, 54.1. So not much difference between the front and the back of the vehicle. Your fuel tank capacity, 17.4 gallons. Okay, so we got over the overview. We looked at the colors. We checked out the interior. We've seen the gallery. We even just went over the specs. The only thing really left to do is we need to go through these features, and then after we go through the features, then we'll be ready to build and price our GS 350 F Sport. So we'll go over the features. Here they're just kind of highlighting the key features, but over here on the side they get more specific. Technology, performance, comfort and design, safety, packages, accessories. I do want to be a little more specific. So what we're going to do is we're not even going to bother going over this key features page because it's just going to be redundant. What we'll do is we'll start with technology. So let's jump in technology. We'll do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 6 little categories real fast. We'll go through these categories of features, and then we'll do the build and price. So let's go. So first thing for technology, and we already kind of know about this because I mentioned it in the overview, is this navigation system with a 12.3-inch display. What's really cool with Lexus is right on their site, right without you having to dig down, they kind of let you know what the deal is. If you get the GS 350 F Sport, it's standard this here. If you have any kind of version of the 300, it's optional, and it would be in the navigation package. So that's cool how they break that down. I like that. Other notable technology features, and we're going to kind of cruise through this stuff. So if you want to pause to read, make sure you read all the little paragraphs, then just pause the video real quick. Obviously, that'll make me wait for you, and then we can move on. So real quick, up here in the top left, there's Lexus Enform Destination Assist. Now, this is an available system. Well, no, it says it's standard on our GS 350. It offers convenient 24-hour access to a live response center agent to help you locate specific businesses and points of interest. That's cool. If you got the 300, it's in the navigation package. Over here, this is that Mark Levinson premium surround sound audio system, and apparently it doesn't matter what version, what trim level or configuration you get, you have to pay extra for this one. This one's 17 speaker. It's 835 watts. Dynamic sound from any source. It's very nice. That we're certainly going to get. This Lexus Enform remote, it's standard on all GS models. You can use your smartphone or smartwatch, and this is a mobile app that'll help you, give you alerts, preset your speed limit. It's pretty cool. It can start up your car, do climate control, lock and unlock the doors, check your fuel level, check the status of your windows. So that's all pretty cool. Most manufacturers, I won't say most, all manufacturers pretty much have an app. I'm not going to say a lot of them have it where it can go through your smartwatch, but that's pretty cool. Over here they're talking about that LFA-inspired digital instrumentation. It's standard on every Lexus GS. There's this Lexus Enform Service Connect. This is standard as well. What does this really do? This helps you access access information about your vehicle status and maintenance needs and stuff like that. That's cool. There's this Drive Mode Select. It's also standard. If you're lost, here's where I'm at. The Drive Mode Select. It enables you to make your vehicle more responsive or efficient with the simple turn of a dial. There's a Sport mode. There's a Normal mode. There's an Eco mode, and that's standard on every GS. And then over here, there's a Sport S Plus driving mode. This adds a steering and suspension system enhancements to help provide the highest level of responsiveness. This seems to be available on both F Sport versions, whether you got the 300 F Sport or the 350 F Sport. Here we've got what? The color multi-informational display. That's standard on our GS 350. This is a full color LCD multi-informational display within the gauge cluster, which allows you to quickly read the data you need to achieve optimum performance. Over here on the right, this is the Lexus Enform app suite. It is standard on our GS 350. If you got the 300, then I guess it's available in the navigation package, and this offers access to your favorite mobile applications through your vehicle's multimedia display. So, yeah. You can check fuel prices, keep tabs on stocks, sports scores, and all of that kind of stuff there. I say it every time I do a Lexus video. Well, not every time, but they get long in the tooth. It takes them a long time to get all their information across, doesn't it? They have a smart access key fob that lets you lock and unlock your door. That's standard. There's Bluetooth technology. That's standard. We pretty much get how Bluetooth technology works. There's a voice command. That's standard on the GS 350 F Sport. There's a color head-up display. That's optional on all of the models. I love that. We're all over the color head-up display. There's the steering wheel mounted controls, right? That's other manufacturers might call it a steering wheel. Yeah, multi-function steering wheel is what other manufacturers might call it. It's standard on every model GS. And yeah, it gives you all your audio controls, your phone controls, so you can pick up and answer your phone, cruise control, and all that. Over here, we have the HomeLink system. System. It's a universal transceiver used to operate the garage, your gate, home lighting, security systems. You can pair this to open up like your garage door. That's standard on every GS. Every manufacturer offers some version of Sirius satellite radio, and they usually offer some trial version subscription when you get the new car. Seems like the GS is doing the same thing. Here, there's Siri Eyes Free. This is for your iPhone. It's standard on the GS. It's standard on all the models. This lets you enable access to your email, send your messages, and all that. That's pretty cool. And access looks like your music. Here we've got what? This is standard. This is the fuel, sports, and stocks. You can find prices and all that. That's standard on the GS 350 F Sport. I don't really care about stuff like that, but it's worth noting. There's a subscription-free traffic and weather thing. There's a system there via the HD radio, and that's standard on all the models. There's a remote touch. This remote touch allows you to easily move through logical menus of the vehicle's features. That must be the infotainment system. That's standard on all GS models for 2019. There's HD radio, which is digital sound music for FM stations and all that, and AM stations. I'm not really into HD radio, but if you are, it's standard on all the GSs. There's an illuminated entry system too, and that's standard. So exterior lights illuminate to help prevent you from stepping in puddles or other potential hazards. And welcome you to the inside. The interior features white LED illumination. That's standard on every GS 350. And yep, I knew it. This must be the navigation package at the bottom of the screen. They've mentioned the navigation package a few times along this whole page on tech stuff. And so yeah, if you have the GS 300 or the GS 300 F Sport and you need the navigation package, here's where it is. And it's about $1,735. Okay, let's go through this performance section real quick for features. So we know that it's got elevated performance, the Lexus GS. Here they're talking about that 8-speed transmission with paddle shifters. Now, that's only going to be notable for you or us in terms of this video is the GS 350 F Sport rear-wheel drive is the only variant that comes with the 8-speed automatic transmission. If you get the all-wheel drive like we're optioning, then we get knocked down to probably their older version of their 6-speed transmission. There's that drive mode select. We already know about that. There's the sport, eco, and normal. Now here we go. Now we're talking about the GSF Sport. Okay, it's got that F Sport handling. We know that it gets different suspension. We know that you can option it with the Torsen limited slip differential and all that there. It's got race-inspired details. The seats look great. The F Sport styling. Here's a nice shot. It'll give us the F Sport styling. So here's what it looks like in F Sport, and here's a plain GS. F Sport, GS. We like the F Sport. Okay, so the GSF Sport, right? 311 horsepower V6. We want to get ours in all-wheel drive. Right here, they're just talking about the other trim levels, the turbocharged performance, all that there. Here's that cold weather package that they offer, and that's even available in the GS 350 F Sport. This gives you headlamp washers, windshield wiper de-icer, water repellent front door glass, and more. It's just $290. Okay, we got through the performance. Let's talk about comfort and design. We're about halfway through. F-Sport exterior styling. Yeah, we know it's standard on an F-Sport. That's kind of doesn't make any sense. At any rate, there's standard is also ambient lighting, right? That brightens up and dims the vehicle. That's pretty cool. Here's your F-Sport interior styling. We're not going to get into that again. Here's the Lexus memory system for your driver's seat memory. That's standard on the GS350 because that's what we're really focusing on is the GS350. That's what we're building out. So when I see that, that's what I'm really looking for. Scratch resistant paint, that's cool. Standard on every GS. Heated and ventilated front seats. Standard on the GS350 F Sport. Awesome. USB equipped center console. Yep. We need that. That's standard on every GS. Power rear sunshade. Yep. We get that on the GS350 F Sport. If not, you got to find it deep down in the premium package. There's electrochromatic outside mirrors, which we can see the little blind spot indicator over there. That's standard on the GS350 F Sport. I don't know about the blind spot thing on the base models, like the 300, but as far as that turn signal, the blind spot thing, I just want you to know that I'm not saying that's standard. I'm saying that these electronic outside mirrors are standard. Here's a nice shot of what they call the premium package. Unrelated to us because you only can get it if you have a GS300 or a GS350 all-wheel drive. This is a premium package, gives you rain-sensing wipers, heated and ventilated front seats, power rear sunshade, and more. We don't have to worry about that because I think we have all that in our GS350 F Sport all-wheel drive. Okay, let's talk safety. All right, let's talk safety. Safety is standard on every Lexus. That's awesome. On every Lexus GS. The 10 airbag system, I'm going to start over here. That's standard on every Lexus. The Lexus Enform Safety Connect, that seems to be standard. This gives you roadside assistance and all that. And they can even, they know your GPS location, all of that. Here's that Lexus Dynamic Handling System, including dynamic rear steer. I'm not into it. Right, this is also part of that Torsen limited slip was also one of those options. You can't get this four-wheel steer if you get the all-wheel drive, so that knocks us out the game for that, and I'm okay with that. I knew that going in. There's this backup camera with dynamic grid lines. That seems to be standard. There's blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert. That seems to be standard across the board too. There's hill start assist control. That's standard. There's vehicle dynamics integrated management with sport mode. I don't even know what that is. Let's slow down and read that. This is designed to predict and take steps to help prevent a skid. All right, gotcha. All right, that's standard on every Lexus. There's high-performance F-Sport brakes. Well, we know our F-Sport 350 gets that. And then they say a brake system. It's almost silly. Every car has a brake system. At any rate, we're skipping right over that. LED tail lamps. Every vehicle has that. Every trim level. Whiplash injury lessening front seat backs. Every Lexus GS has that. There's premium triple beam headlamps. That's standard for the F Sports, either 300 or 350. There's an intuitive parking assist. That's standard. There's rain sensing wipers. That's standard on our GS350 F Sport. That's all we need to know for now. LED headlamps and LED daytime running lights. Oh, they're standard on the GS350. They seem to be standard across the board. So that's cool. Rigid body structure with crumple zones. Yep, the construction is standard, of course, on every model. Smart stop technology. This system is designed to automatically reduce engine power when both the brake and accelerator pedals are pressed. Yeah, that's standard fare for every trim level GS. And there's a direct tire pressure monitoring system. That's also standard for every GS. And then last but not least, down here on the safety page, they're talking about a cold weather package for $290 that you can get on our F Sport all-wheel drive. It's a headlamp washers, the de-icer, the water repellent, front door glass, and more. It's just $290. Cheap. Okay, now we're on this packages page. I don't really think many of these packages relate to us because it seems like the GS350 F Sport is pretty well loaded. Yeah, here's a premium package unrelated to the GSF. Here's a navigation package unrelated to the GSF 350, I should say, because here they say the GS300 F Sport. Okay, that's the navigation package, which we don't really have to concern ourselves with. The cold weather package, yeah, we like that cold weather package. Here's individual options. Some of this stuff might not even apply to us. 18-inch wheels, of course, they don't apply to us because we have 19-inch wheels. That Mark Levinson sound system, it's $1,300. We like that. The intuitive parking assist. There's 19-inch alloy wheels. The head-up display is a la carte, apparently. The power open and close trunk. Heated leather trim steering wheel. Here's that dynamic handling rear steering. Here's the orange brake calipers. I like that. The Torsen limited slip rear differential and the premium triple beam headlamps. Those are all your standalone a la carte individual options. Let's move on. Okay, we're going to check out just F-Sport only accessories because they look fun. I like these 19-inch wheels. Those are fun. The key glove with the F-Sport logo. Those all-weather floor liners are nice. These all-weather floor mats are nice too. They're real nice. You got the cargo net, a trunk mat. Yeah, emergency assistance kit, first aid kit, glass breakage system, illuminated door sills. Yeah, okay, I guess we looked at all the specific F-Sport stuff because the rest of this looks just regular things, rear bumper appliques and rear spoilers and whatnot. Okay, so I think we've actually looked at everything. We have. Let's actually go and build our 2019 Lexus GS 350 F-Sport. We're ready. You're ready too. Okay, let's pick our configuration. We want the GS 350 F-Sport in all-wheel drive. Yeah, $54,355. The first thing we need to do is select colors. What color is that? What color is that? That color is... Well, we haven't picked our trim level yet. No, here it is. Why do they have GS300 written there? Imminent White Pearl is only available in the style below, the GS300. Okay, well, then we're not going to worry about that. Then just give us the colors that are available. We're just going to do the Ultra White. I think the Ultra White looks good, and so we're just going to do the Ultra White. We're going to keep it simple, meaning I'm not crazy about any of the colors, so why spend a whole bunch of time on that? For the interior, I do like the red, but I might get tired of the red. The tan or the flaxen leather is pretty nice, but you know what? I'm going to keep it simple. I know that the black is nice. I'm never going to get tired of the black leather. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to do that ultra white. We're going to do the black leather with Naguri aluminum trim. As far as packages are concerned, the only package we can get on this vehicle is the all-weather package, so why not? Options. Well, yeah, we need that head-up display. I thought the triple beam headlights were included, but apparently they're not. That Mark Levinson sound system, yep, we're all over that. Intuitive brake assist, yep. Power open and close trunk. At this price point, it should have already been there, but we'll take it. Heated leather trimmed steering wheel. Boy, they're nickel and diamond. Okay, that's included. Accessories, love those wheels. I like how they do it. All-weather floor liners, do I want those or floor mats? Liners or mats? Liners or mats? I like how this covers the dead pedal, though. You see that? I like that. But the floor mats are really heavy. Let's do the floor mats. I don't want to do any of this stuff. First aid kit. Illuminated door sills? Yes. Alloy wheel locks? Yes. What else? What else? Okay, it took me a minute to figure it out that every time that I was selecting... when we got down to selecting the actual wheel locks, it would freeze the page. So just note that I do want the wheel locks. We're not going to select it because it keeps freezing the thing. I already selected the rear spoiler. I don't know why it's got this little $20 thing selected. It doesn't even say what it is. So there it is. Let's actually move to the summary next. And here's where we're sitting. We're sitting at $63,000, right? This vehicle started at like $55,000 and change. Can we print off the build summary? I think we can. Yes, we can. So I'm going to print off this build summary. So if you like the way that I've built and priced this 2019 Lexus GS 350 F-Sport all-wheel drive, you can download this build summary in the description below right now, actually. Okay, so yeah, this car has come in at $63,000 and change, right? $63,095. I think it's a lot of car for the money, and yeah, no sticker shock. It's just as nice as a Lexus as a BMW or Mercedes or anything like that. I like it. This is a lot of car for very, very smart money. It's super attractive. It's no wonder you see a lot of the Lexuses running around on the street. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I like this car. I'm giving it a thumbs up. If you've made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome. If you watched it from front to back, you rock. Other than that, hey, you know what? If you found this review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.